Rise and shine. She said she wanna excel in business. I said, okay. You got someone that knows business, but we gonna do it my way. So come with us. What's up? So we got some papaya with some raspberry. Really, this is for her. I might snag a few pieces, but I'm wanting to start a water fast. We'll see if I do that. Unsure right now. And then we got some water. She said this is a good brand. I've drank this a few times before I met her, but like I say, drink whatever water you got, unless it's tap water. So today we're actually going to be headed to the law library, and Miss Melissa is someone who has ran her own business without actually formally having the business, that is to say an LLC. I myself have ran many businesses pertaining to just operations of actual LLC, and then just, I guess you could say, working under a business that is not my business. So I have a lot of experience in that regard. The purpose of us going to the law library is going to be, she wants to understand business from a more technical aspect, and I'm going to speak on this when we get more there, but we should understand the concepts of what it is that we're really doing, not just look at things off the internet. And so one tip that I love to tell everybody is that, especially when you're getting into all this law stuff and consumer, law and all that kind of stuff, is you need to go read the case law in which these things were actually applied, in which these laws or statutes were actually cited, because of course the book that's teaching you the law is going to tell you what it is and what it means, but we need to see how these things are actually used, and I guess to say the plausible effect that they have. And this is something no guru is going to tell you, because then, they wouldn't really have anything to sell you outside, I guess, just teaching you it, so you don't have to go to the law library. Anyways, point is, that's where we're headed. She says she don't want me to record her, but I want to ask your thoughts. What do you think of eating, because we didn't even really get into the effects of the raspberry and the papaya. What are the effects of eating papaya and raspberry? What's it do for you?
It helps your digestion, high in antioxidants.
She don't know. She
gives you energy.
Okay.
The papaya has enzymes that helps you break down your stomach.
Okay.
Anything that's in the intestinal walls.
Okay.
Talking about, I don't know. Anyways, the raspberries are really great for the brain function as well. Oxygenation to the brain.
And what were you talking about when you said bleeding the papaya, the milk?
Oh, nothing. My parents just usually cut it in lines so that it can bleed out the milk or something like that. Like there's like this liquid that comes out of it to, I don't know, I think it's to make it ripe faster.
Okay. Because we want to primarily eat the ripe papaya, huh?
Right, we don't want to eat.
Because I never really ate papaya before, so I'm just asking as a curious mind, because I hear that it's so good for you, but shit, I don't know,
Yeah, it's really good for us.
Right,
papaya is one of the highest, top of the line fruits to eat.
Why?
Because it helps you digest. It's really high in fiber.
Why?
Has those enzymes. I don't know what they're called.
We'll find out and put it in the video.
Yeah.
Why?
Just research. I don't
Why?
know everything.
Why do you research?
Well, for me, papaya has definitely helped me go to the bathroom when I eat it.
Why?
Super fast, and I always feel really good.
Why?
Because it's high in fiber.
Why?
That's how it grew from the earth.
Why? All right, we're here at the public law library today, but before we address that, I want to address something that just happened. You want to put the camera on Mr. Bobby Mack? He wouldn't mind us recording. So that brother just came and told me and Melissa that he lost everything because he uses crack rock. And I said to Melissa, you're going to see the real DB today, because everywhere that I've gone, that's all that I've encountered is someone who has this in here. He said, brother, I have nothing. I said, you still do. You have everything that you just poured to me outside of this. And the most important thing is not what we have up here, but only here. And so often in life, what's going on? Man, give me one more hug, brother. Truly. I need it before you head on your way. I need one more hug. Truly. You mind if I talk to the camera with you right here? Go ahead. Oh. This is my brother, Bobby Mack. And so he said that he lost everything, but he didn't, because I'm still here with him. And for the people who would say, man, he is just a person who made the wrong decisions and he fucked up. No, he didn't. He is a person that has fell victim to the deception that is this world. We worry about money, and I try and teach you every day what these things really mean. And he's a brother who's got this inside his heart. All he does, he says, is walk in circles. Do you see this man right here? This man that needs help, that says that he has lost everything and has nothing? Does he look like a thief or a criminal or a murder suspect or a quote, quote, nigga or nigger? No, he does not. He looks like a man who was on a bike, who was about to go get food with the $2 that me and Melissa just gave him. That's all that he is a man going to get food who has not ate in 3 days and only drank water because he has had nothing else to eat. Only that he has had water to drink. Isn't that not right? That's what he just told me. And so before we go in here to talk about law and business and getting everything together, I want y'all to see what it is that I do any of this for. It's for this right here, for my brother Matt.
Thank you.
Truly, truly. Love is not just about making babies and all of that. It's about making sure that you have someone to build a connection with to keep you going for the next mission that you come across. That is to say, my man, Mr. Bobby, said he has nothing. At least he knows in his heart now that it's somebody that cares about him. I don't care anything you do, bro.
Yeah.
Crack rock, any of it, it does not matter. I'm still gonna be here for you.
Thank you.
Absolutely. So often in life, we make the wrong decision. But how often do we say that the wrong decision was the right decision? Man, me and my girl broke up, but after y'all broke up, you went on to something better. Gotta take a reset breath after that. We're here at the Public Law Library, and so Miss Melissa is trying to get her business together. And I myself am trying to establish more information, or rather I should say learn more information pertaining to the legal system, commerce, all kind of things. And I just want to, you go ahead and turn around real quick, but don't make it noticeable. Record the building, but record the police that's behind you. You see these two, go ahead, record them. Just want y'all to see the two police walking. These niggas ain't doing nothing. They just sitting there walking. They got $1 to spare to every homeless that they see, but they do not do it. I'm a man who wanted to be a homicide detective. So trust that I understand. Trust me, I understand. This off topic. The one thing that always irks me is when people say, oh, you could have just shot him in the leg. You ain't in the position to understand the anxiety that's going through your body when you come across a suspect. Anyways, point is this though. I see that all the time. Police just walking and doing nothing. And it irks me because even sometimes they will laugh. I didn't tell her and honestly, she really couldn't see over the walls because she's this short. I'm taller. I seen these two officers laughing at him, and they was giggling and smiling. And look, that shit is not funny. The motherfucker them two niggas over there is fucking cowards because they sit there marching around this fucking place and they see a man that is so fucking hurt by the world and they don't even bother to say anything, only that they laugh at him. It does not matter your skin color. Let's go ahead and go in the law library. Come here and kind of take a scan of all of this. This is going to be the jury prudence section here in this law library in Orange County. And so this is actually a lot bigger than the one back home in Alaska. The one in Alaska is literally just like this. And so essentially this is going to give you all the core concepts of any given thing that you're looking into. So if you want to come right here, you see you've got jurisprudence for contracts, for corporations, and this specific one that we grabbed is going to be jurisprudence for secure transactions. So come this way with me too. This is actually something else that I read too. They've got these back in Fairbanks' Law Library. This is good for learning about contracts as well. So this jurisprudence is going to help you understand secure transactions, but also too, let's see. So we've got section 9 of the UCC, and this is actually covering secure transactions as well. So all my people who are filing UCC 1s, this is Article 9 of the Uniform Commercial Code, all my people who are filing UCC 1s and all that kind of stuff, this is where you're literally going to come to learn anything. The UCC 1-308, learning when to use your revocation of your right to contract. This is where you're literally going to come and learn it from. And so, of course, they have all kind of stuff that teaches you about creating your LLC, structuring it, trust. Let's go over the trust real quick. I wanted to show you that one as well. I think it was this way. So this is something they have back in Fairbanks as well, is trust and trustees. And I mean, honestly, if you just come to the law library, bro, and literally pick out any of these books, you're going to learn something. Now, when you go from just coming in this motherfucker and reading shit to actually knowing something that you want to come and look up at, home foreclosures, I mean, it's literally all here. This is where you're going to come and get your information from. I know a lot of people love the gurus and getting on the internet. What book you looking at right here? Go ahead, turn the camera to it. This is where you're going to come and get your information. Now, something else that I would like to put in y'all heads is these books, as I was saying, these books are not going to be enough. You need to actually read the case law within the books. So let me open up to a random page here. So you see down here, I'll just literally open up to a random page, form of request for information, form of response. But this is giving you the case law. What does that mean? You're going to see how these things that the book is speaking about literally are actually cited and used, and that's going to be the most important fact, even when we come for something like trust and trustees. And keep in mind, I'm just opening this motherfucker. I'm not even, reading it or looking at it myself. But again, let's see. You got your case law down here. I mean, again, this is just completely random, but this is going to be your most important thing that you're doing, is reading the case law, not just the core concept. Of course, you need to read the core concept so that you understand what it is that's even being talked about, but you need to then read the case law. And ChatGPT does such a great, fantabulous job of this. If you say, I read this core concept on contracts, teach me about, teach me about, no, that's not a good prompt. I read this core concept on contracts, give me case law pertaining to, and then pertaining to whatever concept it was that you read. It's going to give, you could say, give me 50 cases. It's going to give you good cases to read. Now, whether some of it actually is good, as in like the case means shit, because sometimes there's just things that happen and these quote, quote, core concepts are inside that case, but doesn't necessarily mean anything. But again, it's, at one side of it is not necessarily to mean something as much as it's for you to learn its use and facilitation of what it's used for and how it's used, not necessarily if it is swinging a case left or right. Like say if you're trying to build your case and you're referencing some case law, I'm not there yet. That's not what I'm talking about. I'm talking about us just learning the application and using these things in general. So let's go back over to American jurisprudence. So this one right here, contracts, this should be everyone's best friend when beginning to say, starting business, especially if you're in the government contracting sector, section of my business. I mean, contracts quite literally is the, you okay? What? Oh, I'm gonna have to cut that out. We're gonna let it rock and roll. So this is one of my most favorite books in here. And so come here. I want you to look on this, or rather I should say look at the page. So it says, A contract has been defined as an agreement upon sufficient consideration to do or refrain from doing a particular lawful thing. Similarly, a contract has been defined as an agreement, obligation, or legal tie by which a party binds itself or becomes bound expressively or implied to pay a sum of money or to perform or omit to do some certain act or thing. So what does any of that mean? That means that if I'm requiring you to do something for me, or if you're requiring me to do something for you, motherfucker, it's a contract. And normally it happens when there's involvement of paying money, rather that if I'm requesting money from you or if you're requesting money from me. But beyond that, this is where you're going to get that information. This is where you're going to come to the understanding of any topic that it is that you want to know more about, whether it's creating an LLC, whether it's formulating a trust, a will, even I'll just keep looking up here, abandonment of lost and unclaimed property. Like, this is where you're going to come and learn these things. Secure transactions is governing instruments. Even if we go back to UCC, like reading UCC, Uniform Commercial Code, understand how those things go together. This is going to be the place that you go. I'm really making this video. One, I myself, specifically to this law library, this is my first time in here. So we around here trying to look for books. But I'm making this video just to put this in your mind. I don't necessarily have anything to sell you because I myself am always still learning, but only that I want you to see you're not going to find this shit in the Instagrams, in the Googles. Well, I mean, honestly, you will find this in Google because most of these books, some of them are on Google. But my point to say is you have to go and do the work. The gurus that you're watching, they learn from somebody who read these books a little bit. I'm not saying all of them out there. I'm just saying what I see mostly. I'm not going to name drop. And I honestly had reached out to this dude at one point because I wanted to kind of get like a certain collab with him and maybe bring something to his business. He just said, pertaining to the UCC, that you only have to file in New York. And that's, or not to say only in New York, but it's the best place to file. And that's the only place you'll have to file. That is 1000% not true. And in the Uniform Commercial Code, it specifically tells you that the place in which you have to file is either where the property resides or where it was first created. And so if we're talking about doing your whole claiming your straw man, well then the property was first created wherever you were born. So if you weren't born in New York or the region that corresponds with New York, me for example, I was born in Alaska, so I think that's like Oregon, Washington, Alaska, I forget where else. I would have to file in one of those offices that correspond with that region, not in New York. If I filed my claim outside my region, the origin, the first claim, then it wouldn't matter where I'm filing the next claim. So this is honestly what I was looking for up there. Come look. Reinstatement of the law. This is going to be a really good place for you to learn any of, well, I guess it pertains to what topic you're looking to learn. This one is trust. We got for contracts there, for property. This would be a really good book for you to learn some fundamentals as well, just something to poke your head in at. But we're going to go take a look at the Black's Law Dictionary. Another thing too is dictionaries in general, they're going to be good because you want to at least know words. Like I'd be talking to Melissa all the time and she'd be like, baby, I don't know that word. And I'd be like, damn, everything that I just said based on that one word, I got to figure out a new way to say it to you because you don't know the meaning of that word. And not a diss towards her, just saying in general, we got to get our competency up if we expect to play in a part that is big as to say the courtroom. So here we have the Black's Law Dictionary. This is the 12th edition. I think this is the most recent one. I personally like the older books because the words, it's like what the word really meant, if you get what I'm saying, like not what they're saying it means now. But of course, you want to know balance, yin and yang vibes. So read a little bit of the new ones. I think the 8th edition is real good. I like the 4th edition. I even got like the 2nd edition downloaded on my computer. But for today's word, oh, look at that, jurisprudence. I was looking up what this word meant earlier because I wanted to give the exact definition. But so come closer. So jurisprudence, originally the study of the first principles of natural law, the civil law, or the law of nations. And so we're looking at the jurisprudence books earlier. You want to back up a little bit now. The word I wanted to look for today is lien. So come look at this word right here. We've got lien, a legal right or interest that a creditor has in another property, lasting until a debt or duty that it secures is satisfied. Typically, the creditor does not take possession of the property on which the lien has been attained. And so essentially you can think of a lien like this. A lien is the right to a thing, but not the thing itself. So if Miss Melissa puts a lien on this paper, she has the right to this paper, but she does not possess the paper itself. So let's understand this in the form of like a physical house. If I put a lien on a property, I have the rights to that house. I have a right to it. And so what does this mean? Somebody physically still might live there. So I actually don't have the house, but if they sell the house, that I'm entitled to whatever comes from that house because I have the rights to it. So to speak, that I have to say so over it. You cannot say you're going to do a thing with this house unless it goes through me. Why? Because I have the security interest. I have an interest in the thing. I have a right to it. So that is a lien.